Alright, I'm back with some leveling. So, a little update, I wanted to hit another level. I went to the Undercity, and I trained in swords, because that's really important. That is one thing I remember from vanilla that you really want to do. As soon as you can, get that sword skill, because Sinister Strike is way better with a sword, obviously. It's at that top end speed, it's based off of weapon damage. And the slower weapons are the swords. You can't backstab a mob unless you gouge them, and gouge is kind of buggy right now, and I just like seeing those Sinister Strike crits. Like there's a lot of them, and it's just like all over the screen and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. Does it seem like the nameplate is like off center? I think the nameplate or the name. My name is off center, or is it? Hang on. Yeah, it's like to the right a bit, and like this way it's to the left. That's really weird. Is it because of how I'm hunched over? I don't think so. My feet are like... I'll try and line it up with like my feet. I'm gonna go straight. When I'm running straight... Oh, I don't know. I guess it's because my guy just kind of stands off to the side when... But he stands off to the right though after he's done running. Not the left. I don't know. Alright, you guys have an argument in the comments over what it is. They have like a target of target. Man, I don't know. Show target of target. Was that an option in vanilla? I don't remember. It should be on... not action bars. Oh, my action bars aren't locked right now. Well, I guess I don't like click anything. I know there was no enemy cast bar, but I thought there was target of target. Show target of target. You guys are probably screaming, "No, 5-shot, it wasn't in vanilla. Why are you still looking in the interface options, you idiot?" It's because I'm pretty dumb. Oh, I guess I won't get it. I mean, I know Blizzard in maybe, was it Cataclysm? They started putting mines or something like that, like mining nodes, like irreachable places, so that like if they were mined, it would flag the guys, say like, oh, this guy was exploiting. But I'm pretty sure that they did. I'm pretty sure they didn't do that in vanilla, and that's a little too. Let's report a bug. 20 feet in air at my location. Not sure if this records my location when I submit the bug. Some things are a little bit off in certain areas, it seems. I mean, it's honestly, for a beta, this is probably the best beta I've ever played. It's very polished. It's just there's a few bugs like this. Watch, it'll probably happen. He'll turn around with the gouge. Well, I don't know if that was a turnaround, but yeah, I'm just, it's a nice change of pace. The PvP will definitely come. I'm on the PvP server, and I'm saving all my little quest items that I can use, and I'm gonna be doing engineering at level 60 or 40 or whatever the max is when I get there. But like right now, I got that slumber sand, and you can use this on enemy players. Put them to sleep for 20 seconds. They won't be expecting it. There's also the goo or whatever that will net them in place, root them. So yeah, look forward to some PvP videos, but for now, oh man, it's just so relaxing and refreshing to just do some nice some leather boots. Every little upgrade you like it, because there's always the chance that it'll have an effect, make a difference in a fight. You know, those fights where you end up, you know, when you've got 2 mobs on you and like you ended with like 5% health, and it might have been because of that boot upgrade, or you know, you got that sword and it gives you, you know, a noticeable like damage increase, but you're still, you know, trying to fight your way through. Nowadays in BFA, it's just, I know I keep talking about BFA, but it's relevant. It's literally what they've turned the game into. Nowadays in BFA, you just tear through things like they're literally nothing. Like it's styrofoam Say it was real life, like somebody gives you like this like infinitely sharp katana and you're just cutting through styrofoam, and then you like, you know, you're going along the way cutting all the little styrofoam pieces up, and then all of a sudden somebody gives you like you know, a machine gun. It's like, well, I was still really easily taking them out. It's just, I guess it's an upgrade. Where am I going? I don't know what I'm doing. That's part of the fun of it. Like, you know, you get lost in these scenes. There's no like arrows and, you know, things to tell you where to go. You're just like having your own little exploratory party and stuff. Oh, that's where I turn in that one quest. See, like, people will complain about those quests. You don't have to do them. That's the thing. Like, people say nowadays, it's like, oh, well, the game's not like it before because of how, like, tedious things were. Like, if you want to go slow in BFA, you can do that. I can use your same logic against you. And when you're talking about these quests, it's like, well, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do this quest where you know, we're just over here, and then you talk to a guy over here, and then that guy has you send you over this way, because that's how it is sometimes in life. Because sometimes you gotta be like, okay, well, you tell this guy this, okay, and then like that guy will tell you, oh, well, tell him I said this. Like, that's how life works. That's how the world works. Sometimes there's not a lot of creatures in an area. Sometimes your path isn't like carved out for you. That's why having this game be more akin to the real world, not in terms of reality, like physics and spells and stuff like that, but the processes and the way the world kind of works and doesn't revolve around you, it helps you get into the game better, and it actually creates a more rewarding feeling at the end, because it feels more like it feels less like a game at that point. It feels more like an experience, and you get more attached to your character. There's all these things, all these little things just added up, you know, to make a whole better experience. The fact that you don't, you know, cut through mobs as easily, the fact that nothing's just pointed out for you, the fact that you actually have to talk to people and travel to the dungeon, the fact that like DPS people can't heal themselves in this game. It makes sense. You need a healer, and healers are useful, but they also need defending. Like, they're not raid bosses in this game. Like, it makes sense. People have roles. People like bring things to the table. Literally everything about this game that made it great, they changed and took away in BFA. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. And if you don't agree with me, I mean, yeah, you can have your opinion, but you're wrong. you're flat, just objectively wrong. There's my humor coming through, if you can't tell. It's really nice to like do like a little bit of leveling in the beta. I know some of you probably don't want to like spoil it for yourself, but having a smoother experience when, you know, the time isn't on the line for me right here. There, like, you know, there's no race or whatever. There's no phases going by right now. Nothing I'm missing out on. It's not an official release. Not all of my friends have Classic yet. So it's a nice thing to go through, especially if you're used to the Alliance. Like, my friends want to go Horde, and that's why I'm going to be Horde. But I only have a very vague memory of all the Horde quests here, because I played Alliance so much. I know all the Alliance quests, like almost all of them. Like I could just do it with my eyes closed. But it's nice to have like a little here lies Menethil. Wow. Arthas's buddy. Happy Father's Day, by the way. Let me make it. Okay, good. If you could jump there, and you would be like, you would free fall above the elevator. Did that happen? Did that used to happen? Maybe that only happened in a dream of mine. Maybe it did happen in here. I don't know. That's the thing. But it's nice to have like a nice collective. Where's the bats? There they are. It's nice to have a collect. Oh, it's nice that they also added the banking, the tilts or whatever of the bats. Oh, I already got the flight path. Whatever. Or do I just know it because I'm undead? That might have been a thing too. But yeah, it's nice. Let me. I'm close to finishing my sentence. It's nice to have an experience. Apothecary. It's nice to have an experience and get the quests back into your head and kind of where the locations are and map it out in your head before you do it. It'll be a lot smoother once you do roll on launch day, if you guys are. I don't need the rogue's quarter right now. Actually, I do. Ha! That's right. I have a rogue quest. Level 10. What do you get at level 10? I already got dual wielding. What is this? Is this thieves' tools? Is this for lockpicking? Maybe. I know it's not poisons yet. Pretty sure this is lockpicking. I could be wrong though. There's a lich who dwells on the island of Brightwater Lake to the north. I don't think I've ever done this quest. On this island, okay. I'm gonna do those two quests right when they come out. I'm gonna, whoa! You know, one of my old guildmates told me like, hey, you're gonna be a rogue in vanilla again? Oh man, that's good for you, because you get to stealth past everything and just get the quest objectives. And I told him, and it's like, no, it's not about that. It's like, yeah, sometimes I'll want to get something quick so I can go to another area, maybe just for the reward, but like, in this game, you want to kill everything you can. There's really good random world drops, and most of your experience that you get will be off of killed mobs. It's a good thing to note. Wait, don't I have to talk to this guy? Or was there a... Wait, what? Maybe I need to read better. Bring the Lich's spellbook to Bethor. There is a lich who dwells on the island of Brightwater Lake to the north. Although he is a free-willed Forsaken, he believes all secure slaves. But because he was Forsaken, the Queen will want him. If he's skilled with necromancy, he uses knowledge. To discover his identity and his talents, I must see his spellbook. Steal into his camp and acquire it. Steal into his camp and acquire it. Do I have to pickpocket him? No. Oh, there it is. Okay. Derp! BRB is just stealing your books. Don't worry about it. Silverleaf over here. And it's not in the sky. Then it would be Skyleaf. Yeah, that's a good joke in there. See, I'm taking things out faster. I know that guy's only level 7, but the swords really help. My PvP spec will be Hemo. I think Hemo Cold Blood. Cold Blood Hemo. Was it? With some precision, I think. Maybe 2 or 3 points into that, depending on what my hit actually is. It's all you need for PvP is 5% hit. So yeah, I mean, I think you still can miss with offhand attacks, but like your sinister strikes, your kidney shots, all the important stuff will not miss on PvP targets if you have 5% hit. Pretty sure that was the case in vanilla. I know for sure that was the case in BC and Wrath, I'm pretty sure. Personal effects of Aster Hadrian, a messenger who, okay, so it's actually Aster. So I'm gonna make a macro to find him. Target Aster. I'm gonna sprint. I like how long sprint lasted in vanilla. It's a bigger cooldown, but prep also affected it. Prep affects all your cooldowns, even blind. Travels between Silver Pine and the Undercity. Just travels between Silver Pine and the Undercity. So does he start here? Is he in the Undercity right now and I'm just running away from him? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't really want to be in Silver Pine yet. And check out if that's actually where my Scarlet quest is, right here. At first I thought it was up here, but they're different Scarlet people. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I forgot to mention this. Do all your green quests. I used to think back in the day that, like, oh, they're green, so they'll give less experience. They don't give any less experience. Quests always give the same amount of experience, as long as you can get experience for them. Unless they have... Hello. Unless they have... unless they're gray. I'm not sure how I'm dead. I restarted my computer because the capture software stopped working, but I'm not sure what killed me. If you guys are playing vanilla for the first time, get ready to die a lot. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's trial and error, and you gotta, you know, focus and stuff. And there's also nothing wrong with after you know the game and have like an unlucky death, you know. Just life's adventures have setbacks. Come happy little mistakes, happy little accidents like Bob Ross. Let's, you know, go for a nice, calm little leveling process here. These little trees, and that little guy. Alright, yeah, I'll stop that like right now. I was really hoping these were warriors over here. I mean, I could look them up on Google, but I just, you know, I kind of want to take things in, take it slow, and if I don't find them, I don't find them. I realize, guys, that this area can be, you know, a little boring to some people, but it was nice to, you know, show you guys a good starting point here and give you an update and kind of like a refresh of, like, you know, vanilla. Here it is. Here we go. This is the start of our adventure, our journeys. I won't have these videos as often in my leveling process, so the next one might be like, you know, it might be level 18 or something like that. Keep an eye out. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing them, but it's not gonna be like every single level. Seeing Lord around from out here reminds me of when I was traveling on my Alliance character to there's no way we could zoom out this much in vanilla. Making that swim over here from Alterac over here up through this way to go to Scarlet Monastery as an Alliance player. Just remember seeing that, I'm like, oh man, that's the undead area. There's gonna be a lot of good world PvP. It's gonna be great. People just like crossing paths, coming up, you know, like a narrow path like this. It just happens. And that kind of shit doesn't happen anymore. I mean, they killed world PvP pretty early. Like, really good world PvP, true world PvP, pretty much ended with Burning Crusade. Once everybody got their mounts, their flying mounts, to be honest. Like, yeah, world PvP sometimes happens, even to this day still. They tried to bring it back with war mode, and you know, it helped a bit, but like, once everybody hit max level, like, you don't really go out in the world anymore. There's world quests, but I mean, now that literally they just hand out level 400s or whatever. I mean, they're just quick world quests. They're not like, they're not like grindy like this is, and it's not really grindy. Like, the world quests in BFA feel more grindy than this does, because in BFA everything's just so unbelievably easy that it just gets boring. This stuff, it's not particularly hard. It requires like focus and your attention, and it, you know, there's risk out here. There's risk and there's reward. It's just like all facets of the game have been like just torn away in BFA. You know, I kept trying to have a positive attitude. Every expansion that would come out, I'm like, okay, well, they're gonna fix this, and I liked the press conference and the press release of this, and you know, I liked what, you know, they had to say and stuff, like, oh, we were paying attention to this and people's complaints here and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what, you guys completely ruined the game based on people's complaints. They listened to too many lazy people. And it's not that there's too many lazy people playing the game and it's just, oh, they're going to play a different game. No, these people were playing vanilla and they were liking it, and they're like, well, I wish this could happen. But it's not like they were quitting over those little minute things, but once Blizzard changed all those little things, it made a big change. It's like, it's how evolution works. It's how a lot of things happen. If you know, if I say like, oh, I'm going to change 1 pixel every second on my monitor to black, but, you know, it's just little changes there, but eventually my whole screen's just going to be off. You know? I like that the mob lost mana to cast that shield. That's a good touch right there. Mana actually is a thing in classic WoW. Like, I don't get, like, that's another thing. Like, mana? What is that anymore in BFA? Like, you just, you don't run out of it. Why is it even there? Like, I know maybe like in a really, really long raid fight, you might eventually run out. I don't know. I haven't done really a lot of hardcore raiding since like Cataclysm. Alright, well, I've successfully just walked to the sepulcher. I haven't seen that guard yet. Between Silverpine and... maybe he's bugged or something. I don't know. But, yeah. This was really fun, guys. Next video might be, you know, quests a little deeper into Silverpine here. And... yeah. It was fun, guys. It was really fun having you watch me throughout this whole thing. If you're still watching, kudos to you, and thanks for joining me on my little journey here. We'll probably have a lot more exciting moments once World PvP starts, and I get into, you know, Hillsbred and stuff like that. Arathi. Something, you know, contested. But right now, it's a nice, relaxing little journey. So for now, I say, toodles.